Hi everybody, this is video 8, and this is indeed the last video for our course as we head into the final week of this 8-week session. So I did just want to check in and remind you of what you have left to do in the course. This final week, week 8, is primarily about completing assignments. So let me show you what you still have on the table to complete this week. So here we are in our D2L page. I've gone directly to week 8, which, as it says, is for final assignments and the wiki assignment. So you have several things that you're completing this week, okay? In fact, there are 3 different assignments that will come due in this week 8. The first is the final discussion. That's discussion 6, and that's a timeline exercise. So basically, based on everything that we've been talking about so far, during the course, I want you to put together a timeline for the next 3 years, okay? Whatever you are planning to do, right? As we've been talking about all semester, it's important to sort of have an end goal in mind and then sort of work from there, from here to there. So, so this is sort of a good assignment, particularly as you get close to graduating and starting to enact those next 3 years. So that's the discussion 6 assignment. And then you have 2 other final assignments due this week. The first is the networking assignment. As you recall from last week, I pushed the due date for this to the end of week 8. That is to 10/13, October 13th. And that's because I wanted to make sure that you had the information you need to complete that assignment. The networking assignment has you contacting a recent grad, can be an NEIU alum or somebody else, a recent grad who's either from your major and or is in a career field relevant to what you want to do. So the idea is to talk to somebody who's already graduated and started along that path or a similar path to what you want to do and sort of hear how they're doing and what they've discovered so far, okay? So toward that end, you will find when you go to that assignment folder that not only is there a handout, and that handout, that networking worksheet handout, is what you need to fill in and submit for this assignment. But I've also attached a whole bunch of spreadsheets. They're labeled, so hopefully it'll be clear to you where to look, of contact information for recent NEIU grads in all of your major departments, okay? So if you know somebody, great. If you don't, you can look on that spreadsheet, identify a bunch of folks, and get in touch with someone, okay? So you're going to have a conversation with them, and what you're going to do for this assignment is complete that worksheet, reporting on what you learned from that conversation with a recent alum, okay? So that's the assignment networking. The final assignment is the assignment wiki. For this, you are going to contribute to a class wiki about careers, right, about what we've been doing this semester. So really for this one, you're not really creating new material, but I'm asking you to compile a bunch of thoughts and materials that you've created for the course or thought about during the course into one spot. And that one spot is this wiki. It's a very simple Google site that I've created for this class, okay? So that is, again, due very last couple days of the semester or of the 8-week session. So you'll be posting to 3 different pages in the wiki and then commenting on 3 different posts from other students, okay? So in D2L, right here, you have a handout for that wiki assignment, and here's the link to the wiki, and again, a repeat of the assignment instructions, okay? So there's quite a bit going on this week, but I guess, you know, on the other hand, you're not really sort of bringing in any new material. I don't have you doing other readings or whatever. It's really about finalizing things you've been working on already, reflecting on what you've been doing this semester through the wiki, where you'll be sort of pulling out some of the key things you've learned, and just wrapping up the course. So this Friday, October 13th, is the very last day of the 8-week session. So any and all assignments must be submitted no later than the end of day on Friday. Okay, so please make sure you get everything in by the end of the day on Friday. I have to do the grading and turn in the grades shortly thereafter. All right. If you have any questions at all, of course, regarding any of this, please let me know. It's really been a pleasure working with you. And please don't be a stranger. All of you are going to continue to work on these things, I know, as you head out into your careers and start doing all the exciting things you've been talking about. Please feel free to get in touch if you have other questions. or want to talk further about what you're doing. Okay, great. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.